Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So basically, as you can tell by the title of this video, we are making the Wolverine helmet. If you watched one of my past tutorials, you guys know that I've made a Deadpool mask in the past. And it's fair to say that this mask was a perfect tutorial as well. But in this video, you guys are going to learn how to make the Wolverine mask this time. Listen, I know I said in my live stream that I was going to build the Black Panther mask, but I'm still working on that project, and I thought it would be a good time to make the Wolverine mask. So before we start the tutorial, I just want to mention once again that I'm going to be using Greg from Propway's template. Like, I know I've been using Greg's template for a while, it's just that his template helped me a lot in creating my helmets and masks. Anyways, let's get into the whole full tutorial right now. So basically, these are all the template pieces Greg has provided in his video. So the links to the templates will be in my description box below. So basically, the first step is that I'm cutting out the template out of the paper with my craft knife. And make sure you have a really sharp blade here. The reason why you want a sharp blade is that when you're able to take the template out of the paper, it should look something like this. So now you would basically want to trace the face piece template onto foam. So if you want, you can glue this piece on to the foam, but this piece is duplicated, so you will want to trace it onto the foam. And then you will want to cut it out with your craft knife. So make sure you have a razor sharp blade too for this, because you want to have really clean cuts when you're cutting with foam. And you will want to end up with your pieces getting cut out like this. So now it will basically be a good time to start hot gluing these pieces together. So I'm using hot glue. You can use super glue, but it might get everywhere on your hands, or you can use contact cement, but the problem with contact cement is that it might smell up your whole house, so the safest choice is just to go with hot glue. Now it would be a good time to glue both of the side face pieces together with the hot glue. So now you basically will be having a face piece that looks just like this. And when you bring it up to your face, it should look like that. So now we're going to be working on the top of the head. So basically, I'm going to add on some hot glue right here like I'm doing. And basically, what I'm going to be doing next is sticking that piece on to the top part of the sides of the head. So once you glue the entire piece on, you should get a curved shape that looks like this. So now we're going to do the other side. And basically, this is what the other side should be looking like after you glue it on. So now on foam, I'm gluing on the bigger part of the top of the head. So I'm tracing out the piece onto the template with a bigger piece of foam. And same process, I'm cutting the pieces out with my craft knife. So basically, this is what both of the pieces should look like once they're cutting out. So now you can start folding this piece. So the reason why I folded is so you can basically have a curved shape like this. So I'm also doing that to the other piece. I'm curving it until I have a nice curved shape piece. So now you can glue both of those pieces together. So now you basically want a piece that will look like this once it's glued together. So now you can glue this piece onto the top of the helmet. So now you will basically have a full entire helmet structure that will basically be able to fit on your head. So now we are going to be working on the nose piece. So the nose piece is basically a piece that you want to trace out like this. So now you can start cutting this piece out of foam. So this is what the piece should look like once cutting out. So now, as you can see, there are some lines on the nose piece. So those lines basically mean is where you're going to fold. So with your craft knife, you want to score the cardboard to make those folds. So basically, what I'm doing is using my craft knife, and I'm going to peel out a piece of foam, which will get that really good shape of a folded nose piece. And basically, you would now want to have a piece that would look like this. So with hot glue, you will be able to keep that nose piece shut in its regular shape. So this is what the shape of the nose will look like. Now you will be able to glue on the nose piece to the helmet. So this is what the nose piece should look like once it's glued on. So now you would want to glue on these triangle pieces to the helmet. And make sure you use a lot of hot glue to glue these pieces on. So there are two triangle pieces that you should glue on to both sides of the helmet. So now I am drawing out the eye pieces on the foam. Now I am cutting out the pieces out of the foam. So basically with the eyelid pieces, these pieces are pretty small. So basically you want to cut them out pretty gently with your craft knife. And you want to be able to get them out of the foam like this. Now you have two good eyelid pieces that you can glue into the eye part of the helmet. So basically, there is a duplicated part of the eyepiece. So basically, you want to glue that into the eye. Now I am going to be gluing on the earpiece to the helmet. So I'm using a lot of hot glue to glue this piece onto the helmet, because this piece is a pretty big piece, so it would take a good amount of hot glue to glue it on. So here is one side glued on. So now I want to glue on the other side to the helmet. So basically, this is what the other side should look like once it's glued on. So basically, I have this piece right here, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that opening shut with the hot glue. So basically I'm going to glue that above the eyelid and below the earpiece. So here is one side glued on. So basically I'm going to be gluing on the other duplicated piece to the other side. So here's what the piece should look like. So now with the cheek piece, or whatever the piece is called, I'm going to be gluing on some hot glue to the piece. I'm being really careful so that way the hot glue didn't touch me. And basically what I'm going to be doing with that piece is that I glued the piece on to the helmet. So now I have glued on another duplicated piece. So basically these lines that I drew on, those are the detail lines on the helmet. So basically with my craft knife, I'm going to score the lines like this. So here is what the lines should look like once they are scored out. So now it is time for paint. So to start, I'm going to use this black acrylic paint I have here. And basically I'm going to just squeeze yeah, with this bottle. I have a link in the description box below. So basically, I am going to be painting with my brush on a thin coating of black paint on the earpiece. So next up, for the entire helmet, I'm going to be using this yellow acrylic paint. And basically, I'm going to be painting on this yellow paint a thin coating of yellow, so that way I don't get so much lump. So for the eyepiece, I'm going to be using this perforated vinyl mesh, and you guys seen me use this mesh in my other videos. So basically, I'm going to hot glue these white pieces in. You can use tape if you want to replace them later on, but for me, I just wanted to hot glue these pieces inside the helmet, so that way they can stay in the helmet for a long period of time. So after a long, tedious process, we are finally finished creating the helmet. Hey Deadpool. Hey Wolverine. Oh. Hey Deadpool. How's your day so far? Oh. My day has been okay. How about yours? Oh, thanks for asking. My day has been well. Anyways, I was coming to check on you and see how your day is so far. So, if you have any concerns, please come see me. Oh, okay. So, I'll see you if I have any concerns or questions. Okay? See ya. See you, Deadpool. Okay. See ya. Bye. Turned out was a really hard project to build, and also a really easy project. So this is all I have for this video today. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and comment what you want to see me make next on the